is going on, guys? Welcome to Barrookie. In today's video I want to talk about the shrug and trap tightness. Now in the gym, the shrug is a great exercise to build massive traps. Now outside of the gym we don't want to shrug, because if we shrug too much we'll end up with tight muscles. And tight muscles mean there's restrictive blood flow, and that also means that they're going to be a lot weaker and they don't have the potential to be as strong as nicely loose muscles that aren't shrugged all the way. So if you have tight traps, a big chance is that throughout your day you're constantly shrugging. And you have to keep in mind of that. If you're sitting on a coffee table, if you're sitting at work and just typing on the computer, or if you're driving your car, you have to be mindful of whether or not your shoulders are like this or if they're nicely loose and nicely relaxed. Now I've started to notice this, that sometimes I'm just like standing like this all of a sudden without any clue, or if I'm working on my computer all of a sudden I'm sitting like this. So what we want to do is we want to first be mindful of the fact that we can start to shrug without any need for it. So if we're mindful of that, we're going to be faster to respond and to relax our shoulders. But secondly, we need to make sure that our environment doesn't promote shrugging. And for me, there are two ways you can do this. One is on your desk. So if you have a desk set up, always make sure that your elbows are hovering above your desk. So say you're at the computer at your desk. If you're completely relaxed, if you relax your shoulders, your elbows should hover above the table, just ever so slightly. And then you're at a good height. Most people and most chairs actually are too low and the desks are too high, so you're always sitting like this. So I'm going to show this on a standing desk, but the same rules apply to sitting on a chair. Now, say I'm sitting too low, right? Like I'm doing right now. If I'm typing, preferably I want a 90-degree angle between my upper arm and my lower arm. This puts a lot less stress on my wrists and I can type comfortably. Now, if I want to do this, I need to elevate my shoulder. So this is already a shrug. This on itself is a shrug. If I don't do this, I'm sitting like this, which is not good. You see, my wrists are not okay. So I want my wrists to be straight, but I'm going to start shrugging. Now, if I elevate myself, and you see, this is a good position because my elbows are hovering over the desk, I'm at a comfortable 90-degree angle and I can type without putting too much stress on my wrists. That is where you need to look at desk ergonomics to really optimize your setup. And that is by one, either heightening your chair or lowering down your table. Another way we can shrug a lot in our day-to-day life is when we sit behind the steering wheel. Traffic is always a little bit more stressy than just sitting on your desk, so you're going to have a natural inclination to shrug a little bit. Now if your steering wheel is too high, you're going to shrug like this and you're going to be sitting like this and driving. Now what we want to do is we want to bring that steering wheel down so that our shoulders are by default in a lower position and that we can relax a lot easier. It's much easier to shrug if your hands are up here than it's to shrug if your hands are up here. So these are two ways in your day-to-day life where you can set up your environment in order to have a good posture and in order to relax those traps and don't get them too tight. Now, that was the video. I am struggling with this myself, but I'm constantly working on being mindful of my posture and trying to get my shoulders to relax and trying to open up these muscles. But if you're really stretching out those muscles, but know that if you're stretching out your traps and you go to an environment where you promote shrugging again, it's going to be a vicious cycle. Whereas if you set up your environment so that your shoulders are nicely relaxed, you stretch them out so they stay relaxed, everything's going to get perfect. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. I hope you got something out of it. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this video and what you want to see next. So, again, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one.